Hello everybody and welcome back to Autocraft. I am buzzing because we get to build another biome, but first I kind of need to take down this monstrosity. How did I get up here? I have the hoe in my hand. I'm gonna try and chop down as much as I can. Maybe I should just go to the top and start chopping. Got it. Oh, that was a little bit spicy and a little bit scary. Right, I have no idea how much this will be. I will catch up with you either at the bottom or when I accidentally break the hoe. 27 shroom lights, and I think that's exactly 10 stacks of warped wart, which means we're gonna have bone meal for days, which is amazing because I've been running low on it. It is now day, the shop has been fully checked, I'm having a snack. It is time to do the fun thing and see what biome we're going to be doing today. So, dirt be gone. Pressure plate pressed. That's really hard to say. Pressure plate press. I'm going to stop not do that. Okay. 8G. G8. I haven't done that one. That's between the mine shaft and the lava one. So, I don't actually know what that one is. Let's find out together. It's either going to be a kind of nice one or a really horrible one. And I think because of how many nice ones we had last time, it's gonna be horrible. Oh, okay. We can work with it, whatever it is. Okay, what is it? Jungle Temple. Oh, it's not as bad as I thought. Okay, so what do I need? I am going to need some moss. I'm going to need some cobblestone. I'm going to need to remember how a jungle temple looks. But what I'm first going to do is remove the netherrack, find where would be a good Y level to have this. I think because of the fact that we've got two quite low down biomes at the moment, because like we got one down by the water level. I've also got to be really careful of this as well, which is not ideal, but I'll work with it. Okay, so what's this Y level? This is 63, so if I go for 68 maybe? Yeah, 68's a nice sweet number. So this one here, because that's still higher than that one. Let's figure out how to make a jungle temple. Woo! So I'm thinking first of all, we remove the netherrack eye. We know it's a jungle temple. I'm not going to write it anywhere else. It's nothing to really write about at the moment. But I'm also going to chop down the trees. I'm going to remove the mushrooms. I don't think there's normally mushrooms in jungles, is there? Anyway, so I don't know if I'm going to try and keep the temple right in the middle of it, or if I'm going to try and put it kind of on the corner, because I think on the corner would be kind of cool. And I'll catch up with you when I've made this area look a little less chaotic? Question mark? I don't know. Should I make it 68, or should I just go up by 5 from that block? But we might end up here anyway. Oh, actually, oh, let me stop waffling. Let me go be 68. We'll call it 68. Alrighty. It is 3 different layers. Middle being 68. I'll let the audience figure out what the other 2 numbers are. But we've still got this bit of hill over here, but I think that's going to be a border problem. Oh, I should not have done that. I realised just now what biome that one is. That's a lava lake. I'll figure this out in the future. I think what I'm going to do now... Oh, I actually really want to remove that a little bit. No, that's a future problem. I can't wait for the future. Future Bear's going to be so disappointed. But I'm not Future Bear, so I'm not bothered. So, what I'm thinking now is I'm just going to put a torch there, and I'm going to look up some reference images for what a jungle temple looks like. Because I haven't seen one in a while. And I was originally thinking, oh, let's plop it here so then you can see it from inside the witch's tower or from over by the witch. I've got to stop doing that jump. I'm going to fail it. From by the witch's tower. And by the witch's tower, people don't really come over here that much. Well, I certainly don't anyway, even though it's my farm. But I don't think you'd be able to see it properly from the room where you can do the killing and stuff. But I'll have a quick look from what it's like on the scaffolding. Because I know for a fact that my main base looks really interesting from the scaffolding. Don't ask why there's redstone there. I actually can't remember. So that's a Future Bear problem. So it could work really well over there. On that little bit of a corner there. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and have it more right above the lava. Yeah. And I definitely need to work on the dirt area there because there's too much dirt. So I need to go and get some stone, but that's going to be really scary because of look at that, it's lava. Why did I decide to do the lava biome before any others? Well, I didn't decide to. The biome picker chose it for me. Why did it do that? But either way, I'm going to go find some stone and some cobblestone and hopefully some moss. I can't remember where I last saw moss, but I know that there's moss somewhere. I wonder if anyone's got a moss farm that I could borrow. Maybe someone's selling moss. Maybe it's raining. Maybe it's thundering. Thunderbolts and lightning, very, very frightening me. Oh, it is thunder. Thunder, thunder. Gonna be thunder, thunder. Right, I need to get stone and stuff. I'll catch up with you when I got some idea as to what's gonna happen. I'm here to interrupt your general viewing, and I'm here to say I'm an idiot. But I'm a smart idiot. Because I realised two things, right? One, Rosie sells moss, so I'm gonna go loot her store very quickly, in a very civil manner. And two, I'm gonna go on an adventure and find the jungle temple to kind of steal. Oh my god, I'm Indiana Jones. And if you're wondering how on earth I'm gonna steal an entire jungle temple, we have a wonderful way of finding jungle temples. It's called using a map, right? And I'm thinking I follow the map to a jungle temple, head to those coordinates, hopefully they're not too far, I feel like they're gonna be miles away. And then what I'm going to do is I am going to take a quick look at the chunk of the biome, or look at the coordinates, or the grid chunk thingamadoodah. I don't know what it's called. I'm going to look at that, and then I'm going to steal the blocks in that thing. Not steal it, just steal a schematic of it. Have I still got Lotmatica? Wait, do I still have Lotmatica? Wrong button. I do. Right, I'm gonna go and buy stuff from Rosie's shop. But before I do that, I'm gonna have a quick look for some jungle temples. And the closest one wins. What does it win? It wins being stolen. I am currently at the gaming district, and you're probably thinking, that's not quite a jungle temple. But there's a jungle temple very close to the gaming district. And by very close, I mean only 1,000 blocks away. Not too far, just a gentle stroll. Or a gentle row in the boat. I believe it's about another 200 blocks this way, but then really that way. So we're going to go on a boating adventure. We're going on an excursion. I can stay in the boat. So it's a little bit this way. And then a very many lot of this way. And there's a ruined portal. Don't get distracted. Don't get distracted. Oh, the jungle is appearing on the horizon. Excellent. So about 300 blocks away, we should be starting to see it. Ah, I see cobblestone. Oh wait, is this someone's base? I imagine it's been looted. I'll have a little look inside. I'm terrified to look inside properly though. Okay, yeah. So I've definitely found it, which is amazing. Oh, I've got to be quick. It's starting to become night. Wrong button still. I don't know, I'm panicking. Oh, the entire thing can fit in one chunk, that's fun. Right, let me be quick with this then. Oh, it does fit into one border. Ooh. Wait, is this an entire chunk? Hang on, I might just steal this biome. Right, I need to be quick. I need to stop doing what I'm doing. Which is just mecking. Do that, move to player. Down by, I don't know how many. Meridian just... frantic panic mode. Okay, so if I push it down by 2 more, maybe? Oh, I need someone to log on and sleep. Oh, this is gonna be bad. Area editor. Ooh. Up. Down. No. Okay, let's do that. I do not have a pickaxe with me. I should have done dirt. Okay, let's make a dirt then. This is such an absolute nightmare. What is going on? Oh, this is why we checked the Lotmatica. So I'm not actually in a thing yet. Okay, so we're underground. So I need to move the area editor for this one. So if we do down. I'm gonna save it. Yep, save schematic. Okay, so we now have that saved. Alright, so what I'm gonna do is I'm going to make my way home. I might have 0 levels when you next see me. I might not. I've got to remember how to get out of here first. I'm going to remove that. I know that's still up. Oh my god. Okay. I will catch up with you at home. Actually, you know what? I'm taking you on the adventure with me. We're gonna break the dirt and we're gonna run like we've never run before. Why did I go upstairs? Oh no 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 no! Where's the water? Where's the water? Where's the water? Where's the water? I don't know. Just run, 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 run. Is this even the right direction? I think it is. I see water. Thank you for the boost. Oh, run, 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 run. Ah, this is not good. This is really 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 not good. Keep going. 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 Get in the boat and go, 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 go. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna catch up with you at home. Oh. How did I survive that? Why my game sounds so quiet? Why are they so quiet, actually? I barely heard that skeleton hit me. Alright, to recover from that absolutely traumatic ordeal, I'm gonna do some shopping. Alright, I am looking for moss. Do you believe that it's somewhere over here? What's leftovers? Ooh. Ooh, these are pretty. I'm thinking of using as many. Oh, that's nice, actually. Okay, how much is it? 2 diamonds, I think it said? 3 diamonds. When's then to chest? I just want to say, oh my god, that was number stat. Okay, 3 diamonds for Rosie. I got distracted by the shroom lights all of a sudden. Okay, alrighty. Let's stick that in there for Rosie. Thank you, Rosie, for your business. No lie, I have never been so happy to come out the portal and see my wonderful mess. So now all I need to do is place in a schematic. Hopefully I've done it right. If not, I might do a little bit of crying. But it also means that I have to redo basically that entire biome already. Oh no, why didn't I think of this earlier? Let's think of a place. Okay, load schematics. The Chung Temple is what I want. So let's load schematic. Okay, and then I'm gonna have to reposition it and move it around. Okay, doesn't look too awful. I did go down a little bit too far, but that's, you know what, that's fine. How does that feel? Okay, let's look at it from... Can I see it from the bridge? Well, it kind of looks nice from here because it has got the entrance part, right? From here, it looks bad, but that's because of that. I think if we keep the terrain to the level it is, it could work quite nicely. That's perfect because I just realized that it's got that little bushy thing there, which really helps sell the thing. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to remove half of all of this dirt stuff and the stone and stuff and make it look proper. But we're going to ignore the vines for now. I'm going to include it in the when we're closer to being done to really sell the jungly vibe of it. I think that's going to be cool. Alrighty, so I'm very impatient and I have decided I'm going to use as many vines as I can. I'm going to get the flooring thing. I probably should clear this out first, make sure this is all what it needs to be. It really is not. Oh wow. Okay, so I'm going to have a bit of fun making sure this is the thing it needs to be. And then... I don't know. I have not thought that far ahead. Okay, so where am I at the moment in regards to the temple? I actually don't know. I need to clear blocks because then I can see what I'm doing. But what I need to do before that is probably sleep. So I'm going to get to clearing this, getting kind of maybe just this floor bit done first, and then I'll catch up with you guys. Alrighty, it's somehow been an hour and I have only done this much. And I don't know how, because we've still got quite a few layers to go. Actually, it shouldn't be too bad. I think the main thing that I'm waiting for now is just the cobbled of the mossy variety. Because this is it. This is all I have. I have 1 piece. And not the 1 piece, just 1 piece. So I gotta... I think I need to AFK for more, but I really don't want to AFK because I don't like AFKing, and I don't even like saying the word AFKing because it sounds too weird when I say it too many times in a row like that. What am I yapping about? I can't remember. But this is relatively big, but I just need to focus on getting more blocks that I don't have. But I did have fun with this little guy over here, right? I know how this works and I feel very proud of myself for figuring that out. I say as if there's not been like a tutorial or something right in front of me. No, there hasn't actually been a tutorial. I figured it out by myself. I'm a big brainy bear. Yeah, anyway, so how does this puzzle work? Alrighty. I'm gonna explain it to you the best of my ability. So, prepare yourself, it's gonna be explained badly. So this is the best way to kind of visualize it, right? So, the first thing you have to do is you have to do this lever, or fall down first. You have to do this lever, and then that piston goes upwards, and then it gets stuck to the block above it, and then you have to go pull this lever again, and it goes downwards, and then, you know, the block has been moved, and then you've got to go over to this piston over here, the one on the far right, and then you've got to go, and then, you know, both of those pistons, because there's two there, there's one there and there's one below that one, and they go wah, and then they get stuck to that piston and the block above it, and then you have to press that lever again, and they wah, and they go backwards, and then the block's gone, and you have a way of jumping down, and then you can get stuck down here with the loop. Yeah, there's no way of getting out. I guess you could just break the blocks there, or like there. But I think what most people do is they just break this middle block, and then they can just easily access the goodie, the chest. And you know, the redstone over here isn't too bad. All you have to do is badoing over the jump. Not like that though, because obviously you've got to be better at parkour than me. And then there's another tripwire somewhere, I can't remember where. I think it's like directly in front of the chest. So you've got to like Indiana Jones it, right? You've got to be careful because you're facing death in the face. As long as you don't step on the tripwire. Most people just break the tripwire. What am I yapping about? What am I actually yapping about? I'm just supposed to be building and I'm just procrastinating because I don't want to harvest vines anymore. Alright, I'm actually gonna be productive now. I'm gonna go try and chop down some vines. Okay, somehow the biome is done. It looks so cool from over here, I'm not even gonna lie. But we're gonna get a better angle, we're gonna go up into here. God, I love being able to just right click and it takes off the other booties. Look at how sick that is! Whoa, that's a proper jungle temple. I built that. Well, I recreated that. Anyway, I don't actually have that good of a way of getting in at the moment. I've just been doing dirt like this. I probably do have like a little thing on the other side, but I do need to think properly about how I'm gonna get inside the temple. Anyway, I do need to make sure that it's like lit up. I know it's not. I know 100% it's not. But look at this. Look at this. It's so cool. It's a little bit funky here, and I think that's just because of like this is where people probably broke into it or like came in. But I kind of like that because it adds to the decaying part of it, the aspect of it being like, oh, I'm dying, I'm decaying, I'm old. Turns out, when I was looking for more cobblestone, I found about 2 stacks of mossy cobblestone, so yay. I love that. I do actually love that. It means I've got spare stuff for the future. Look at that! I mean, minus the rain. Look at that! Also, you might have noticed I'm now eating apples again. And you're probably like, Bear, why? I thought you had a good source of food. And the answer is, I did have a good source of food. However, when I was streaming, I had a little mishap and I was trying to refill the bowl, but I was holding shit, and now I just got a trapped cow, and yeah, that's me. But I am going to update the map. Ooh, it definitely looks like something. There's a little bit of dirt there. I think that's just from where I've been making my way over there. I'm not going to update the counter just yet. I don't know how long this video is going to be. This might be a very short video. It might be very long. But trust, this has taken so long to get this far. But I'm going to press the pressure plate. I'm going to stumble over my words a couple of times. And I'm going to pick up the paper. So it's a 4C4. Have I done C4? I have, because it's that one. Yeah. Right, so we re-roll. I put it in the right place, not like that. We re-roll. We grab the paper. It's D7. Have I done D7? I have not. That's next to the skulk. The snowy one there and that river one there. So D7. Let's go find out what D7 is. That's B7, so this is D7 over here. Yeah, it's next to the snowy one. Okay, so what is this one going to be? Is it a nice one? Plains Village. I think what I'll... Oh, I did not mean to fall down here. I think what I'll do is I will keep, like... Stop screaming and clicking, my god. I think what I am going to do is I'm just going to keep the skulk on the sides, though, because it really adds to the vibe of this biome in particular. Okay, so what I'm thinking of doing is leaving that bit here where the river intersects, because otherwise it's going to be a little bit interesting. I'm going to probably have it on this Y level here, maybe? I don't know, I haven't really thought that far. It'll be the same Y level as that then. Maybe I could lift it up by 1 block. It definitely does look broken into though. Okay, I've definitely got to find a better food source. I think the next step is going to be the mushroom cow, because otherwise I'm going to starve, which is not fun. I mean, it is a little bit annoying. Alrighty, so this entire area is now flat, apart from this little area where I've put a small pond, and they don't normally have ponds in villages, but I think this would work quite nicely. I've also got my trusty stone cutter, because I'm going to do a partial build of a... What is this thing called again? Oh my god. It's like a... Yeah, it's that. What is it called? It's like a church. But that's going to be a big boy project for me to do, and I don't really want to do this at this exact moment. So what I'm thinking of doing is doing a very teeny tiny little one of these. It needs to be dirt there, and it'll be dirt there, like so. Not dirt, logs. Logs, dirt, same thing, right? I always forget how big this is, or like the little farm area is. Right, that's all done. All I need to do now is hoe it, and then that little farm is done. I'm thinking of putting a house here, because otherwise it's going to end up feeling really empty in this area. And then obviously I need to do some paths and stuff. And I'm thinking of putting like just a very small house here, or like a half house maybe. I haven't really thought too much about it. Maybe I would have snuck it here, but then obviously we got that thing there. And we got the church structure that I can never remember the name of, unless I move that a little bit to the left or to there, and then I try and fit in a house there. Also, don't ask about the lag. I have no idea why I'm lagging so much. I shouldn't be, but I am, so we're just going to accept it and roll on with the progress. I don't know what I was trying to say then. I'm going to get that in, and I'm going to get like a small house in, and I'll catch up with you when I've done the small house. Alrighty, so here's where I'm at. I've got this in place, quite happy with this. I just need some more seeds, but that's not going to be too big of an issue. This is now actually really more or less completely done, this beautiful tower. And I'm liking how it looks so far. I haven't really seen it too much from behind. I have managed to get it so that all of the back part of it is out, and it looks really weird. But I think I can work with it. I think I can accept it. I don't know if I'm supposed to have a ladder there or not, but I put one there anyway. Anyway, it's kind of cool getting the inside look of it and just being like, oh yeah, it's a slice of life. Now, all I'm missing from this building is just the brewing stand, which will be going here, I think. Yeah, let's say here. And that building would be more or less complete. Now, all I'm doing now with this one is I'm just going to do a very small building here. I don't remember how it actually goes, so I'm guesstimating this massively. I will have a look at a reference, aka the one over there, in a minute. But it feels really empty, and I think I know exactly how I'm going to make it feel less empty, and it's not just by removing the scaffolding or moving that beauty thing there. What I'm thinking of adding is just, I'm thinking about here, I'm going to put like a little fountain thing. Not like a little fountain thing, it is a fountain, but it's about, no, I really hate that position. If I move it a little bit closer to me, a little bit far out over here, so if I'm thinking about here, is that a feeling? Okay, let's move it a little bit closer to there. Okay, I think I can work with that. Well, not that block there. That's actually quite nicely in line with nothing, which is kind of what I wanted. Anyway, I am gonna build this up. I can't remember exactly how it goes. I don't know if it extends out like this and then it goes up for some reason. Yeah, for the water here. And then there's like a little bit of a roof above it as well. So I need 4 fences. Do we have fences? We do have fences. And I don't need 4. I need 8 in total. So let me put another one in there. turn that to planks, turn the planks into a fence, and then okay, and then I think it's cobblestone on the top, so I need about 16, but I should definitely have more than enough. So if I do that, and then that, and then that, and then middle click for the more, and then we do that. I think that's more or less the well completely done, so that's fine and dandy. All I need to do now is add the water, but that's not too difficult of a thing. I don't know how far down it goes, so I'm thinking if I just push it down to this. I don't want it to be too deep. I don't want people to get stuck in here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to change the flooring to be cobblestone. I don't know if it's meant to be cobblestone at the bottom, but that's what I'm going to do for mine. I am aware that I'm speaking at the speed of light, so I'm going to do a little bit of a deep breath. There we go. Sorry about that, if you're not a fan of that. And then all I need to do now is add in the water. So I'm thinking if I just do it up there, that way if I do have people walking around my base and they're looking around and they go, oh, I'm just going to jump in the fountain, they don't have to worry about being stuck. Yes, I do know the other autocrafters would 100% do that. And I know that people who would be looking around the download of the world would probably be like, oh, hey, there's a thing there. Let me just grab from this infinite water source, because that is an infinite water source. So, I think all I need to do now is finish off that part of the building. And maybe grab a shovel and do a little bit of a pathway. That's actually somehow completely in line with that. That's wild. Yeah, so I need to grab a shovel and check on that building. What do I need to do for that? And I know I'm missing a bell for the well, but oh well. Get it, oh well, because it's a well. And then that should be another biome done. That's very exciting. Well, not biome, chunk. You know what I mean. It's a structure. Okay, alright, so the well now has torches on the top, which I think it didn't have before, but it needs it. And we're slowly making our way with the small wheat field here. This is now a complete building. Loving this, by the way. Absolutely loving this. I'm not sure if that's right. I do need to check that out. But I'm quite happy with how this has turned out so far. This is looking really cool. So now I get to do the thing of... Yeah, that'll do. That was very frantic, very bear-like, I guess. Yeah, that feels right. I need to stop overthinking this. I'm going to have like a little thing there, so like, oh, they can come for water and stuff. But I am going to call that Dun Dun Village. Not Dun Dun Village, but that village is done. I guess we can update the map. Woohoo! Haven't updated the map for a few days. Alrighty. I say a few days. The last time I updated it was for the jungle temple, which looks amazing, as usual. So let's have a quick look at this. Pop it back in. Did I even give it time? I did. Okay, so it looks a little meh for now. But I think as soon as those two bits of grass grow in, it's going to look amazing. And just generally it is amazing. I don't know why that's still greenish. It should definitely not... Okay, it just took a second to update. I was so worried that I missed off an entire like 16 blocks then. But this looks amazing. I'm gonna actually head over there with the map just to see if I can update it a little bit more. I'm really happy with how this turned out, except for that little bit there. I need to go give that... So, oh no, actually that's a different chunk entirely. Is it? Yes. It just looks weird, because I had it wrong in the first place. So, we can now remove D7 from that list, and I'm going to place the stone cutter back before I forget, because we know that I will do. So now I get to do the joyous task of pressing the pressure plate, and maybe doing another one today. D1. Have I done D1? I have done D1. It was the coral reef looking thing that isn't that corally. So, we get to do a reroll. D and the 1 and the pressure plate again, and we pick it up and we look again. B6. Have I done B6? I have not. B6 is behind the snow one. I think I might know what B6 is because I pass it basically every day. So let's put B6 on here. I've got a feeling this is either going to be a really easy seeming one or one that's really difficult. But either way, let's head over to B6 and check it out. We're literally running so low on some of these. Hang on, I can update this to 40 now. B6 is the Soul Sand Valley. Hee, I get to finally work on this one. This one I've been passing by every single time. And you know what? I'm so excited to see what I'm going to do with this. I think I have some soul sand somewhere. I do. I am prepared. But you guys are going to have to tune in for next time, because I am so far behind with episodes and stuff. And I need to get ready for next month. And I'm really not ready for next month. But we have done a lot today. I am loving how this area is now starting to look. I'm loving how clean that cut is. I'm not entirely sure if I've done that completely right. But you know what? We accept and we move, because that's what we do here. But once again, thank you all very much for tuning in for today's episode. I have had an absolute blast with the jungle temple and making this village and then making a little boo-boo and having to go get another mushroom cow. But I have done so much today, and it looks like the other Autocrafters are starting to be a little bit less busy in real life, so they're starting to pop online a bit more, which is very exciting. And speaking of very exciting things, you might want to keep an eye out. There's some exciting things happening in the future. So, I will see you then. Well, not the future. Well, yes, hopefully the future. I'm not seeing you in the past. Unless I am. Are you rewatching old videos? My god! Anyway, I'll catch you in the next episode. Take it easy, peeps. Goodbye!